Coming up on Healthy Thinking.
How can industry and health work together more to improve patient outcomes?
Time and time again, when we were asking the patients, what do you want? And it was, we want to go home as soon as possible. That was the big driver for them.
In this podcast, we hear how one global company based in Bridgend is helping to reduce the cost of orthopaedic care.
So, welcome to Bridgend. The manufacturing process spans over 2 floors.
My role is to liaise with hospitals to help them to deliver care to the right patient at the right time with the best outcomes.
And demonstrating how collaboration can benefit patients, the NHS and businesses alike.
We went in to help, and as a result of our help, they have managed to increase their throughput of patients whilst not employing any more staff and not opening a second ward.
This is Healthy Thinking from Life Sciences Hub Wales, a podcast series bringing new perspectives from leading thinkers in health and care innovation. It's presented by Cari-Anne Quinn.
Hello and welcome to the podcast, where today we're getting out and about to look at how industry and the NHS can better collaborate to benefit us all. And central to our story is a medical necessity that will affect many of us as we're getting older: hip and knee operations.
Most patients are coming with pain or a combination of pain and instability, which is compromising their day-to-day activities.
This is consultant orthopaedic surgeon Tony Smith.
Younger patients find that they can't do the sporting activities they want to do. Older patients, who are usually coming in with arthritic problems, just find that simple things like going to the shops and doing normal things is becoming increasingly difficult. And that's the commonest reason we see these people.
We're all guilty of taking our bodies for granted. Most of us go through the early part of our lives thinking we're invincible. It's usually only through the passing of time do we get reminded that our bodies are not immune to wear and tear. If you or a loved one has been through it, you'll know that when your joints start deteriorating, everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, driving, and even standing may become challenging, painful, and very difficult. Just under 200,000 hip and knee operations were performed in Wales, England, and Northern Ireland in 2017. Millions of people from around the world have benefited from this surgery since the operation was first performed. So Tony's busy.
Oh, absolutely flat out. Every year you just seem to get busier and busier. You don't think you can do any more, but you just keep seeing more every year, I'm afraid.
Thanks to innovation and technological advances, hip and knee operations are now extremely successful surgical procedures. And for someone who gets a new knee from Tony, the effects can be stark.
That could be life-changing, absolutely life-changing. If you can make them free of pain and restore function, then they can go about their lives doing the things they want to do. It's one of the most... That and hip replacements, I think, are probably the two most successful elective orthopaedic operations that we do in the Western world.
Tony Smith has his own private knee clinic, as well as practicing at NHS hospitals in both Wrexham and Shropshire. He, like many of his colleagues, are confronted daily with the financial stress that the NHS is under. We're all living longer, and this, coupled with improved medical and technical procedures, has resulted in greater demand for joint replacements. It's not uncommon for patients to be on a waiting list for several months before receiving his or her operation, and as well as reducing waiting times, hospitals are under constant pressure to reduce the length of stay to a safe and acceptable minimal level. Understandably, patients want to get home and get on with their lives. One company, based here in Wales, has decided to roll up its sleeves to try to help out.
So, welcome to Bridgend. So, as I said, the manufacturing process spans over 2 floors. So in Bridgend,
Zimmer Biomet is one of the world's leading manufacturers of medical implants. It's a global company, but its UK operation is based in Bridgend, where it manufactures a range of hip and knee replacement products that are exported around the world.